Hey everyone, welcome to another video. I know some of you quite like when I do these like just general life updates, so I thought I would come on here and let you know everything that's been going on recently. If you are wondering how things are going with Louis, our new puppy, especially I'm going to talk about how he's getting on with the rabbits actually in this, but if you want to see some more or come out with with us on a vlog, then I'm going to link to it below. But I have just put up a video on my second channel that is a vlog where you can come and join David and I with Louis, and also the rabbits are in that video as well. Okay, so what's been going on? First of all, obviously we have had Louis now for about 2 weeks, and it's the weirdest thing, but it feels like we've had him forever. And David said to me only the other day, he said, I feel like I can't quite remember what life was like before we had him. It feels that long ago, even though it's only been 2 weeks. And at first it felt like we knew getting a puppy was going to be full on, but I think that the initial severe sleepless nights were a shock to us both. Like, we knew it was going to be heavy. Now he's actually brilliant now, but definitely as we expected in those first couple of nights, he would reluctantly go to sleep at 9, then he would wake up at 12, 2, 4, 5 and then 6. And then once he was awake at 6, that was it. He was not going back to bed again. But it's been like the best thing we've ever done, and we're really enjoying having him. So how's he getting on with the rabbits? Before we talk about, you guys are asking me, am I selling anything right now? So I'm going to go through that. I also want to give you an update on work, because some of you will know that this year we are retiring, which feels like unbelievable, to be honest. To be able to do it so young just doesn't even feel right. But I'm really looking forward to it, because I do feel burnt out, as a lot of people, probably most people, feel burnt out with work. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm also going to talk to you about the house update. So how's he getting on with the rabbits? We were worried at first. I was just worried because obviously a dog is a predator and rabbits are prey animals, and you can introduce all you want, but if some animals are just more predator than others. It's been surprising, because when we first brought him home, both rabbits, Lola and Jessie, were freaking out. They were like, what have you done, mum and dad, by bringing home a predator? What have you done? And we kept him away from them, but we kept, all of this was in the kitchen, and we let them watch him. He couldn't care less about them. He saw them, but he was so fussing over David and I that he didn't care about them. But it was them observing him. That was 2 weeks ago. Since then, Lola is still nervous of him. He just ignores them both though. He's not bothered by either. He does not chase. He doesn't bark at them. He's just not bothered. Jessie loves him. She will go out of her way to run up to him and then flop on her side next to him and go to sleep. And he's like, oh, hi Jessie. Yeah, okay, go to sleep. And very often he'll sleep next to her as well. And at the moment we have a cage in between them, just in case. It's only been 2 weeks, you know, you can never be too sure. But it's a fine mesh cage. They can still touch noses. He licked her nose the other day. It was so cute. But that's what we're doing for now. One thing I will say is we will never be leaving him with the rabbits unattended ever in any of their lives. I know that people do, and that's fine, but we don't want any incidents going on. We don't want anyone getting hurt, basically. So yeah, when we're both in the room and we've both got our eye on them, okay, fine. But any sign of issue, enough, that's going to be it. But so far, so good. So that's that. Now, some of you have said to me, am I selling anything? Well, yes, but here's the thing. I did a handbag sale 2024, and then I did another smaller handbag sale just this year, 2025. But I am selling some stuff, but I didn't put them on social media because no one's fault or anything, but I was kind of getting time wasted. No, not time wasted, that's a harsh word. I was getting a lot of people who were reserving things and then going quiet, or reserving things and then changing their mind. And it got, from an admin point of view, it got very, very confusing for me, because I would have multiple people doing this and then writing back saying, I'm really sorry, I don't want it anymore. And then in the meantime, other people who were interested have bought other things, or they don't want it anymore. Do you see what I mean? So some of the things I'm selling, will I go and get them for you? Okay, one thing I can show you, because it's here, is in this box, in a Waitrose carrier bag. So it's like a full set Chanel item. Some of you have seen this, but this is it. This is a mini rectangle, mini Chanel. Why is that not focusing? Is that going to focus? Yeah, there we go. So it's a mini rectangle in immaculate condition. The only thing I note on it is just, I don't even think this is going to show, you know, but on the back there's some crease marks, and that's just from opening and closing the flap, where I've shown you guys it on camera. Comes with a dust bag. Some other things that I'm selling. This is brand new. I bought this on Louisa V Aroma not so long ago, and the reason why I bought it actually is because I had a credit that was due to expire. Like, David bought me a voucher on there a while ago, and I kept saving it, and then I got an email and it was like, it's going to expire in a month, and I took it right to the wire, you know, before this voucher expired. And I went on there and I saw this and thought I would get this with it, and it's canvas with leather trim, and the leather is really nice on here. It's got like a nice grain to it. It's got a non-removable crossbody strap. Comes with its dust bag. It's got little tassels on the end, and it's pale pink, and then the canvassy bit sort of beige, so it's quite a nice biscuity contrast with the pink there. That's that. Some of you have said to me, do I have anything I'm selling that's around about £500? This was 1,200 thereabouts. I'm selling this for 600. It's brand new. If you bought this and went and flipped it online, you probably make money on it. The other thing that I'm selling, which this isn't going to be around about 500-600. This I've put this up for 1,200. This is my Louis Vuitton My Lock Me bag, and it's a nice bag. I just don't really use it. It's got a doubled up chain, so you can wear it on your shoulder and it literally just sits there. Or you can do this with it. You can have it like that. And this works really well, not just on your shoulder, but as a crossbody bag. So it's like quite nice and versatile. It's got the zip pocket on the back there. On the inside, it's all nice and tidy. Just one open section and so on. No, two sections. You've got this one at the front and then the one there, and then a zip, not a zip section, like a pouch on the inside. That's a really nice bag. That also comes with its dust bag. This, some of you might remember, I bought this in San Moritz when I went skiing several years ago with my friend Phil, and I bought that in the boutique there. And then the one thing, I was actually talking to one of you on DM about this the other day on Instagram, and I don't know whether I want to sell it, frankly. I'm saying I'm selling it, but I'm not sure. If I got a lowball offer for it, I wouldn't take it, because I don't know that I want to sell it that much. I probably won't sell this. I probably will pull this actually, but it's my Balenciaga hourglass bag in turquoise. This is leather, but it feels like snake. I don't think it actually is snake, you know. I think it's just embossed leather. It's got black matte hardware. It's in pristine condition. I've hardly used it. It's not even, you know, when the leather is still stiff here. It comes with a dust bag. It comes with its care card. It also comes with a crossbody strap, so you can wear it on your shoulder or crossbody, or you can remove that and just use the bag as a top handle. And it's also got a pocket on the back actually, so you could like put your phone in there or something. And then in terms of the size of the bag, I've got a large, what is this, iPhone 16 Pro, and this is the size of the bag, so it's like, it would fit your stuff quite simply. But I don't know if I want to sell it. I don't know. I only put it up for, do you know why I put it up for sale? Because I've got a bunch of stuff that no longer fit. I've got more stuff behind you on the table actually. I've got a bunch of things that no longer fit on the shelf where I keep my bags, and they're just all over the place. I've got bags everywhere, and that's why I'm like, oh, do you know what, if I'm not using it, just go and sell it. But then I look at it and I'm like, do you really want to sell that? Because it's quite nice and you might use it sometime. And this is my situation with this bag, and I don't know if I am going to let it go. This is me talking to myself. I'm also going to sell, I've got some Chanel shoes, which are quite nice. They've got the double C's just there with this gold around the edge. And there's the Chanel on the inside. It's got a toe cap on it, but it does not have, on the toe cap, it doesn't have the double C's or anything. The double C's are just there. Then underneath, this is what they look like. And these are a size 39.5. I'm selling these because they don't fit me anymore. I'm now a size 40. So when I bought those a while ago, they fitted. Actually, I do remember them always being a bit tight, to be honest. But now I'm here for comfort over anything else. The other thing I'm going to sell are these. This is also a pair of Chanel boots, brand new, never used. And these are really nice as well. But what size are these? 40.5. I would say these are more like a 40. So if you are a 40.5, these are going to be too big or too small even. If you're a true 40 or like a larger 40, or if you're a 40 with a wider foot, perfect. Perfect, perfect. But I'm selling these because, oh, they actually do have the double C. Just on the heel tip. It's not going to show up, but it's there. I'm selling these because I don't wear them. Maybe I should. They are quite sweet, aren't they? They are quite nice. And all of these are going to come with their Chanel shoe boxes, which I just need to find. They're in the loft somewhere, and I just need to locate them. But they're the other things I'm going to sell. So to answer your question, am I going to be selling anything else, or am I going to be selling anything that's around about 500? Well, this I've said 600. This I've said 600. This is going to be 1,200. This is currently over £2,000, this bag. And it comes in beige as well, but if you wanted to get this new, you're looking at over 2,000. So I thought 1,200 was like quite a fair price for it. I might sell some more things, you know that. I've amassed so much that I don't use, and a lot of the things I am using are very different to the things that I was using a couple of years ago. Like, for example, I bought the Dior saddle bag, and I'm thinking I might sell my saddle bag. You know, I bought it in the denim. It's basically brand new. I really have not used that bag. It's immaculate. So that is the situation there. If I do decide to sell anything else, I will definitely come on here and let you all know. So keep an eye out for that. And it's not to say never, I probably will. I probably will sell some stuff. Okay, what else was I going to say? Work and the house situation. Where are we going to live? Work. So we are working on a couple of projects at the moment that aren't quite done. We estimate they should be done by the end of October. One in particular is taking longer than the other. All other work. So if you're new, myself and my husband, we work in marketing and always have done. And then years ago, we quit working for agencies and we started up on our own. And we have just been doing that for years. But for the last couple of years, we have known that we've wanted to retire, because, you know, when you work for yourself, people always think, oh, you must get to sleep in all the time. You must get so much free time. You must get to do what you want when you want. And actually, in our experience, and I know for a lot of people that work for themselves, you end up with less time. Like, today is Sunday, and I'm making this video for fun. This is not my job. YouTube is for fun. But I've worked this morning, and I'm going to have to carry on working after I've done this video. You don't get weekends. Even if we take a holiday, it's very difficult to find the time. And when we do go on holiday, we're working. We have to take our laptops. Just like millions of people out there, we do that. So that takes a toll, to be honest. When I used to work a 9 to 5, I thought I had it hard. But then I went self-employed and realised that you don't get weekends. Bank holidays mean nothing. I work bank holidays. They mean nothing. That excited feeling people get on a Friday because they're going to get the Monday off. I haven't had that feeling in over 10 years. Just don't get it. And a lot of our friends are self-employed, and we all say the same thing. Everyone's like, oh, if anything, it's annoying when it's a bank holiday weekend because things aren't open and you need people to be at their desks to catch up on your work and stuff. So that's that. But should be done by the end of October, beginning of November, we really hope. We have put house hunting on hold whilst we get everything done. But we have looked at a few houses now, just casually. Like, when I say that, what we're doing is we're not actively going out looking, but we've got alerts set up on Rightmove, and when properties come up within a certain budget, within certain areas, we get a notification. And we have looked at a few that have been, some have been awful, some have been quite nice. So far we haven't found the place, but we are looking at a place next week that could be the one. You never know. So that's that. Although, to be honest, I said this on my Patreon, we would much rather look to do the house thing once we've finished our job, our work, because right now we've just got no time to go and view places and like deal with all of the paperwork and stuff like that. We are still looking at moving abroad, and it's a whole can of worms, that in terms of like why we want to go and how we're feeling in the UK, and where we're thinking about going to. We would love to go, but we have not so far found the place that we would like to move to. But we were looking at Thailand as well. It's all just up in the air. But I think that's everything to update you on, you know. I think that's everything right now that's been going on. And I hope that this video has been enjoyable to you and you've just liked hanging out. Thank you all so much. And I will link to the video below that I told you about that's going to be on the new channel. So if after you're watching this, if you want to come and hang out in a vlog, or you want to save it to your watch later list, or whatever you want to do, feel free to do that. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next video.